Oh, look at the glistening dew. Oh man, I don't want to do any weed whacking quite yet. Look at them dewdrops. Yeah. I'm good. Well, I don't mind mowing stuff when it's like that, because that mower kind of pretty much goes through anything. It doesn't seem to care if the grass is wet or not, even though they say don't cut it when it's wet. It don't care. It'll go right through it. Don't even know it's wet out. It just doesn't even bog down. You know, some mowers they'd be and no, that big one, it doesn't even bother it. So, but anyways, yeah. So. It doesn't seem to care too much if it's really wet, but my feet do when I have to weed whack it. Now I do have a pair of rubber boots, which will help, but yes. So, anyways, today's gonna be a little bit of multiple kind of things I'm thinking. I'd like to get these engines running, but I don't know if I'm going to today or not. These old engines out here. The old Empire engine and maybe the old Wolseley, I don't know. Probably won't get to it, although I have tried to hook up this little crappy battery just to see if she was going to work, and I think it's going to be alright for a row run for a little while. So if we bring this around where it wants to fire, yeah, you can hear it buzzing. So, really cool light show here for you. Let's see, can I do it with, I need to kind of have two hands, one to turn the wheel, one to hold the wire. And don't touch that when it's going in here, because boy, you'll be sending it next week. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just kind of let that thing sit there, give her a buzz, and then just pull her back a little bit, and man, the flame you'll see come out of that, the sparkage, whoo-wee, that's why you don't want to touch it. But anyways, I think I might put you on a tripod for that. Okay, let's try this flame show here. So we'll just get her buzzing. Okay, so here we go. Oh my goodness. Isn't that electricity grand? So what that's doing is going in, jumping from the center electrode to the outer electrode, which grounds to the frame, which grounds back to the coil, back to the battery. So that's pretty cool. That's quite a light show there. And that's why you don't want to touch it. Okay, let's give you one more closer shot here. This is why you don't want to touch these. Pretty crazy. Oops, sorry. Ooh, I got a little zap out of that one. Just like welding. So, we'll just unplug the cable there, the negative on the battery, and hook that back on. Yeah, so what that's doing is sending electricity through that center electrode, jumps from the center to the side through the gap, which basically we just sort of simulated there. And that comes at just past the top dead center. When it sucked the fuel in, bang, fires it the next stroke, you know, until it loses speed, and then it triggers it to fire again, and cycle continues again. So basically that only goes zit, 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 really fast every time as it comes by. It doesn't actually go like I just simulated there. So just wanted to show you the arcing. So this battery is probably all right for running this, but definitely is having some issues. So I think we'll just maybe rejuice her again here and see a little bit later on if we can get her to start up. Put some gas in her. That's about all she needs. And away she goes. Alright, well today I want to maybe kind of dissect this old water heater a little bit and see, you know, how kind of rough and bad it was. Because I imagine it's probably pretty bad. Although, oh look, I left some goo in there. Actually, that was from the other day. I had extra. But anyways, I mostly wanted to see kind of what was going on with the this thing. The guy, when we bought it there, he showed us the trailer and stuff, you know, blah 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 blah. And he's like, oh, the electric side of the heater doesn't work. There's probably a broken wire somewhere. We just don't have time here to fix it. So yeah, here you go. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, it worked on gas, but electric would have been nice too, and save burning up all your gas. But that's not the way she was to be. So yeah. But anyways, I want to maybe dissect this and see if I can get into where the element is. He should be buried in behind this box here, probably somewhere. And see if there was something wrong. There's a couple of switches. There's, you know, switches there, reset switches. Way down here there is an on and off switch, which yes, I do know is off. I did have it on. And the breaker inside the trailer was on. And still no workies. The switch inside the trailer, inside the washroom was on too. So everything was on. I never, you know, traced wires or anything, but I know now that the wire from the bathroom down to in here was fine to the 12 volt stuff because it's working with the new one, the new heater in there. So it's either something from the fuse panel through the wiring to this guy or inside the element itself, which I'm about probably 98% sure it was the element because I kind of think I know what happened. The people that we bought this from, they bought the trailer at that trailer park, parked it on the site for 3 years, 4 years, whatever, probably turned on the electric heat part, left it on all summer, so the heat was always on, you know, and just probably burnt out the element. That's what I'm thinking anyway, so that was my thinkings. So, we'll, I could find the drop point for the stupid tripod, there we go. See if you guys can see what we're looking at, sort of, kind of. We'll start by shredding off this outer shell of the styrofoam, I guess. Yeah, I just wanted to see what was the failure part of it, which I'm pretty sure is probably the element inside. So we got some stickers back here. Oh, they're just gonna peel off anyways because they're all gooey from being out in a bit of rain. White sticker here. I think this is a shell that separates off of here. Yeah, it is. But first we've got to pull off. It looks like maybe this cover. It's kind of getting pinched under there, so I'll have to get some tools for that. Just use my little pick quick here that someone sent me. I can't remember who it was now. Oh gee, that's not even tight. All your electrical stuff. Well, right away I see something I don't like. Probably not a bad thing. Well, it's sort of a bad thing. It's something that's not good. Probably manufacturer. See, when they cut the wire open there, they spliced into that one. So that's probably not too good. Probably not too good. So, what else is this being? Okay, there's a screw in here. Holding that thing down, so we'll switch our bits. use a nut driver on these guys too, but that's alright. So I don't exactly know how to test an element, but I guess if you, if I get this all apart without, you know, kind of hacking it apart too hard, I should be able just to plug these plugs in together. And you know, if the element starts to get hot, which you're not supposed to turn them on without water, but even if you just plug it in and see if it gets hot, well, I guess, you know, then it's working or not. Or if it doesn't get hot, then I guess it's not working. Okay, so that relieves that on the flare. That's good. There's the top turtle shell. Need to save that. I mean, this heater still works. It does work off of, you know, the propane heat, but ooh, it's pretty rusty and crappy down in there. Ooh. Okay, so where are all these wires going now? It's really funny because these wires probably should have been packaged in some kind of looming stuff, you would think, down there, or extra protection, because it's going right against the steel tank here. Like running down the road, if it's, you know, rubbing onto this rusty old crap here, it's gonna wear through. So okay, so this goes into the switch. So right away we're switching power on and off right there. The switch could be bad. Geez, I don't have my, I need my continuity tester on my 12 volt little, you know, multimeter thing to beep to see if the wire's okay. Maybe I'll go grab that before we go too much further ahead. There's a wire here that looks like it's got kind of pinched. And then these wires look like they're going right into the panel thing over here. That's part of the ignition stuff there, this brown wire. White's going through into another sort of box here, which I'm not too sure what that is exactly. Probably should get the burner assembly pulled out of here, but I guess it's alright in there for now. Although when I go to get this little box here, it's going to be in the way, but I should go get my continuity tester, and we can just test from here to test this leads here. And then we can test the switch, because it could have been maybe just the switch that was screwing up. White should be going into another little box here. There's a little box in here. Let's see if we can get it apart too. Maybe see what's in behind there. So it used a separate wiring for the 12 volt for the ignition, which I know is fine because it started the propane here and it was fine. So okay, it would be nice to get this burner and stuff out of here. She's a bit tight in there, so we'll just keep working like this. There's not a whole pile of light in there, it's hard to kind of see. I wonder if one of these would make a... probably not, it's not really set up for it, but it's more of a tank. You need the tankless version, basically, what I just put in the trailer. But I'm thinking for making another screw up there. Holy freak, there is. Or is there? Okay, I'm gonna need more light. Can't see. Yeah, I was thinking a tankless version would be really good for making kind of your own sort of homemade. There's a screw up in there. Homemade pressure washer, heated pressure washer. I think that'd be pretty cool. Oh boy, I can just barely reach this one. I got her. homemade hot water pressure washer. So this, I'm not too sure what this is, but the white's coming in here, but it looks like it's something that goes into the back of the tank, which it does. I wonder if it's a pressure switch or something. Unless that's my element right there. Maybe that's my element right there. That would make sense, because this is actually the bottom. Okay, so that must be my element. That is a freaking huge bolt in there. I probably got one to get that out of there, which should work. Like you can just kind of see her back in there. There's like a big nut on these. I think that's my element right there. But I do want to get, I think, all this burner assembly pulled out of here. I think that would make it a little easier for me to get that out, which is not a whole lot to get it out. And let's put you guys back up here. It's not a very good. Okay. So to get the element out, there's just a couple of screws. I just feel I don't got you guys in the right spot here. Hang on, I'm going to try to relocate. Okay, I'm going to try to not get in your way too much as well here. Nice if this thing would stay there. There. So we got 4 screws, it looks like, here. Oh boy, they weren't even very tight. And very short. Super short screws. Oh, wait a minute, I got a special Dewey for screws. Oh wow, didn't even break. Sweet. Oh crap, sorry. Man. Okay. So yeah, these are just little sheet metal screws, I guess, or something. They're tiny. I think there's one more, pardon me, I can't see it. It's in behind here. Those are gas valve here. I think that should be loose, or did I miss one? I think that is it. Must be it, but we're still stuck on here. Okay, so I need, it's not a 10 mil by chance. Of course not. Okay, need more tools. $13 mil. Probably an 11 mil. Yep. 10 was too small. Boy, geez, it wouldn't be an SAE. I couldn't see that, but you never know. Or 7/16. Oh, it's pretty close, but I think 3/8 will be too small. Yeah. So an 11 mil. 11 mil, let's try that. Yeah, that's it. Who would have thought, eh? Okay, somewhere it feels like it's still attached. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4 screws I got out of it. How the heck many more could there be? Oh, we're good. It was just stuck into the middle. Okay, so this wire can come right out. There we go. So that's our gas valve. Dewey. That might be actually cool to tear that apart a little more further. Okay, so do we want to get this out of here too? Maybe we will. 11.2. This is actually our burner assembly in here when you're running off propane. And it's going to be a fight till the end by the feels of this. It's actually not taking the nut off, it's taking the whole screw out, so hopefully this will actually come out of here. Oh, now she's pulling out. Wow, that's it. Okay. Okay, that's not what I thought it was going to be. Let me just have a look in here. Well, basically there's, I think, a thermocoupler here. Maybe not. Maybe, and then the piezo right there, where that big wire hooked onto that went up to the control box, into the trailer there. And I guess that thing just kind of blew into there with the flame, and that's what heats her. It's not much of a flame, it's more like a kind of a boring flame, really. Okay, so this I do believe is our element. Turn it a little bit, maybe you guys can see it a little bit better. I get my screwdriver in the way there, and it's like, yeah. Some pretty nice stainless screws there, I must say. They're not even tarnished at all. So, I should probably take a picture so I know which way those go back on when I want to test it. Oh look, that's why it's not working. It's loose and there's a screw missing. Okay, come on. I know I've got a bad memory, but it's not that bad. Come on now. Okay, this is a very, 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 very shallow nut on there. It's a very big one, so we're gonna see if I can get something on there. See if I can get that turned off, pulled out. Well, here's the problem I'm facing. I don't know if they have special sockets for these because of the gap they actually leave you here in that cutout there. There's not enough for my socket to get in there. Just about, but not quite. And I'm still not 100% sure what size it actually is. That one here is way too big. So the thickness of the walls of my sockets are too big, and I can't get in there without having to take this whole entire tin cover off. Which might be easier said than done, because what they do here, it looks like, is they have these lock ring thingies here. It locks around the actual tank there. One there, there's one over here on the plug there too. The anode rod plug. So that unfortunately is not too good. And I don't even know if I can get a wrench in there. You wouldn't be able to get. I could try, but I don't even know if I have one that size. No, that's my biggest 1 1/8. I don't think that's going to work. Darn it. Well, so another problem I would probably have is I could probably get this to turn, but never come out, because of the crud and crap that's probably built up around that element, which is likely what caused it to burn out. Yeah, so that's probably not going to work too well. Oh, coffee's here. So I think if I wanted to get this exterior main cover off, which would probably definitely destroy it, just to get that thing out, I would have to try to get under these things here and pry the whole cover off, but I don't know if there's something else holding it on here too, or what exactly. So that's not too much fun. How am I going to get this out of here? Oh, yeah, that's on there pretty good. I'll have to think about it. Hang on a sec. Alright, well, before we get into trying to get this out, which I had a sort of a brain idea what to do. Plasma cutter. Cut through here. Maybe up here. Cut down through the side. Out. Pardon me, that might work. So, but kind of before we did that, I wanted to pull open this box. I don't know what's going to be in behind here. Probably some kind of breaker thing. It says push to reset, so something for the electric side, so you never know, maybe the problem was inside of here too. Maybe the burner's fine. But I kind of really don't want to have to wreck this case to get it off, because I just don't have the right size socket to get into there. Nut driver for these things, but anyways. Yeah, I just don't have the right size socket to get that out. So what's in behind door number 4 here? Oh, more electronic stuff. That's like a fuse or something. Well, that is interesting. This bolt here is not tight. This one's not tight, and that one is. I wonder why that would be. That one's like totally loose. I don't think that would make a difference for it's working the way it works though. That's going over to the here to here. Okay. Huh. I don't know. I don't know why that's loose. I haven't been in there. I haven't touched nothing. You've seen me have to pry the thing off. That's interesting. But again, I don't think that would make a difference to how it would operate, because it's going through the wires and stuff. Not really. That's just the mount. Hold it on there. Huh. So once again, that's just basically a little fuse panel, circuit breaker resetter thing. Well, I really don't want to have to wreck this case, but I think to get this thing off, I'm gonna probably have to. I can't even get in behind here because there's a great big seal in behind. So, boy oh boy. Well, let's first. I guess it doesn't really matter. I would like to do a little bit of testing on the switch here, though. See if maybe it was just the switch that was not working. But I need to go up to the trailer and get my meter. It's in the trailer. Okay, let's do some testing here. So we've got our meter. We just got to put it to continuity. That's good. So once you touch 1 to 1, or you know, say a wire to a wire, it should work. Now I'm not testing for resistance or anything, just testing to see if the switches are working and stuff. Okay. So, this shouldn't work because the switch is off. This should work because the switch is on. So that's working. Off again. On again. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's just test this cable right through. You see that? Sort of, kind of. test the black. Yeah, it's good. And if I can get into the white here, maybe. I don't think I'm on it. Yeah, it's good. Test the ground wire here too. I'm sure it's fine as well. Which one is it? Ground, of course, is in the center. So that's good. So that wiring was fine. The switch is fine. Those are all good. Those are all good. So I'm thinking it's the element now. So technically, should this work? Okay, that goes... I don't know if that's supposed to do that or not. Those should be separate. So something's screwed up inside there, I would sort of think, maybe. Anyways, there's the anode rod. That's this plug. Goes in the tank. And it's probably still got a little life in her, but it's pretty bad compared to the one I put in. And those things are designed to eat those rods apart before it wrecks here inside your tank. That's the idea, anyways. So, okay, so, boy oh boy. I don't know if there's any easier way other than just giving her a plasma cut to get that thing off. What about taking this assembly here off. Open her up a little more so we can see a little better. Another short, nice little short screw. Just a little guy. And that's to do with the venting for the fumes when you're propaning. Vents out the top there. Well, that doesn't really show me a lot more. It does kind of show me there's really only two things holding everything here. These little bent-in clips, and then around the tank here, and that's about it. So I don't know. I don't really want to plasma cut it, but my goal was to get that element out of there, and so far it's been kind of a nuisance-ish. Sure wouldn't take much just to and done. A plasma cutter. Now, why is all this silicone in here? That's kind of weird. Must have been from the other cover. Good stuff though, nice rubbery, gooey rubbery stuff. What if I just get in there with a big pry bar? That would do too much to it, or just wrecking it more. Actually, you know what? That might get me an adjustable back inside of here now. Okay, let's do a bit of work. Oh, goodness. Okay, switch is out. Hit the switch. Okay, I got an adjustable that might go in there. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna be big enough though. Oh, maybe just. Darn it. Hey, that'll work. Yeah. When in doubt, refit. Except I won't get it past that fitting there, but geez, I think I could maybe darn near almost get a socket out of that, or this guy. Oh, there she's turning off. Look at that. That's the element of surprise. Right there, she's a little coated up with stuff, but seriously, it's really not too bad. Well, isn't that interesting? Very, very, very interesting. All right. So, now, how did all this work? I went into the switch. My switch went over here. No, switch. And then, okay, so we're just hooking up some wiring here to give this burner a test. Give her a little test and see if she's good, bad, or ugly, because we don't know. And what I've done is just connecting wires with wire connectors here. And come on, you rat. Hooking them up with wire connectors. Okay, that should be good. And then I've just got the other end plugged into, you know, a plug. And we've got the switch hooked back on. It's down here. It is off right now. I want to plug this thing in here. Okay. So technically now, if I test, this wire should be live right up to the switch. Should be anyways. That's going back over to this little, maybe it's a transformer-y thing. It's kind of mashed a bit now when I wrecked this cover, but Technically now, if everything's hooked back up the way it should be, yes and no. This actually may not work now because I have chopped these wires from actually, is this gonna work? Let me think about this. It might work. It might not work because I've chopped wires here that went into that little control box, which might not make it work now. Technically, if there's power from this side going through this side, it should work here when I turn this on. I've got to get my gun out. Temperature gun, that is. Just to see, I'm sure it'll start smoking right away if it is working. It's kind of hard to temp this, but got about room temperature there now, so probably put some glasses on just in case. Oh yeah, she's heating up. You can tell she's heating up. It's starting to snap and pop and fizzle. Okay, so why was that not working inside the tank? Because I tried it and everything was on. Oh yeah, it's 270 degrees now, or Fahrenheit is, well, that is Fahrenheit, sorry. 200 and, cooling down to it now, 220 degrees Fahrenheit or 107 degrees Celsius. Well, that's funny why that didn't work in the tank, because it should have. Maybe the switch wasn't working. I don't really know. But okay, what I'm going to do is turn this switch back on. This thing, I think, should get pretty much red hot, and it'll probably explode in my face because I know they're supposed to be in water. Okay, so let's see here. I got the plug in hand in case I have to unplug her here. Let's turn the lights out too, maybe. See if this thing will get nice and hot for us. Because you're not supposed to do this. Smell it getting hot. Yeah, she's getting pretty red there. Okay, that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. Well, isn't that weird? Why wouldn't it work in the trailer? Now, the only thing I can think of is there was a problem from these red wires, but I don't think they're anything to do with that, although I have bypassed another switch. So maybe the switch from the bathroom down to that box and then the box into this thing was maybe malfunctioning. Possibly could have been that little box in the trailer. I don't know. But anyways, that's that got pretty hot. Seemed to work pretty good. So wow, okay, I thought it was the element that was burnt out, but apparently I was not right there. So maybe Buddy was right. There was a wire or something from the trailer switch maybe in the bathroom down to the little box thing back behind, and then that went into this. But there, let me think. There's a test one, there's a pump one, and then there's a heater one. So maybe it was that little box. Maybe something screwed up in that little box. I don't know. But anyways, the little box is working for the gas part of it, which I'm using now. I don't have any electric heater at all, so Very strange. Very strange. But anyways, that's that. So, yeah. I guess we'll unhook all this stuff now. I'm not gonna save this thing. Maybe the tank might be kind of neat for like an air tank or something maybe, but I don't know. Well, she got red hot, so I guess that means it works. But yeah, you're not supposed to really do that. That's really bad for the element. But that's interesting. That is very interesting. I'm just not too sure if there's something wrong with that switch. It's got to be something in the box because the switch works fine for the gas part, but not for the electric part. So I wonder if there's something wrong on the electrical side of that little switch. But like I say, I'm not using that now, so it don't matter. Ooh, there's a lot of junk in there though. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to let that cool for a bit. I'm going to come back to this a little bit later on here. Yeah, it's still pretty warm. And I want to get this plug pulled out of here. I guess actually I could probably do that now. Let's put you on the tripod. And we'll pull out this anode rod. It's been in, well, one season I guess we've used it, and it's, you know, not really had that much use. So, what the heck size are these? One, nope, 1 1/8 inch, I think. That's a little sloppy. 16? That's better. Alright, this probably will not come out here too easily. I think these anode rods were like 18 bucks or something like that from the RV place. It wasn't really too bad, I didn't think so. Wow, look at that already. Stuff clinging to it and stuff already. Wow. That's crazy. And that's only been in since the spring. So that's interesting. Now, where the crap did my other one go? Do a little compare. Here it is. And that one's been in, well, probably since new, maybe. It's a little bit different, but it should be the same length. So it doesn't take long to start chewing things apart. And the new heater, I don't think it has this, the anode rod in it. So that one's still good. I will grab a little towel here. But I guess that's the acidity and stuff or whatever in the water. It's supposed to start rotting this out before it starts rotting out your inside of your tank. So that one's just started to work at it. Pretty cool. This one here I'm just going to fire in the garbage. Don't need it. Don't need these parts. Probably don't need these parts either. Or the burner tube. Ooh, don't need it either. Scrap. This stupid cover. Gone. That push reset cover. Missed. But gone. So yeah, there we go. That little switch might be good to keep for something, but it's still a little warm. And yeah, there we go. So the rest of her I think I'll probably just scrapulate. Ooh, that's still warm there. It's hot. Well, it's good to see the burner worked. You know, I would have probably got, if I was still wanting to run this off electric, I would have probably got a new burner, and then the frickin' burner wouldn't have fixed it. You know, on and on, right? It ended up probably being that little control box, so. Yeah. Oh, now we're thinking. Now we're thinking. So we're just gonna pretty much wreck this thing, I guess. Now we'll just, well, maybe we weren't thinking. We'll just dispose of her, I guess. Maybe keep the tank. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Oh, that tank, depending on what it's like on the inside, might be just about perfect for a backhoe bucket project. I don't think it's probably very thick though. Where these things screw on are pretty thick, but this really doesn't feel very thick. But if you put nice thick sides on it, it's the sides and the bottom and the top part that would take most of that strain, right? So that actually might not be too bad of an idea. Whole water tank backhoe bucket. How about that? That'd be a pretty sweet project, actually. But we still got issues here. Where did my big bar Dewey go? There he is. It's just like a walking spring thing there. That's kind of cool, actually. I thought it was all mounted part of this thing, but it's not. There we go, we're free! Get rid of that stupid thing here. So that's your pressure relief valve here too. That'd be kind of neat to pull that off. Nice to get rid of all this junk here too, but I don't think I can get in there right now. I'll try a screwdriver, a nut driver or something on that maybe. But yeah, this thing here, that would probably need a pipe wrench to get that thing off. I'm going to have to hold that tank down somehow too, because it would want to spin on you. And kind of highly doubt I'll be able to get this off. It's just an adjustable wrench. Hold this tank somehow. Yeah, not gonna happen. Those are probably glued into, it looks like, with like, well, maybe it's taped. I don't know. Hard to sort of say, but yeah, that would actually make kind of a pretty cool. Oh, you know what? Hey, you might still be able to use it for a backhoe bucket curl project thingy, but half of this tank is the burner going through here, the heat exchanger for the burner, and it goes pretty much right to the back of the tank. It does. So this whole part here is actually not even tank, it's just like a hollow tube, so this rest of this part is your water tank, and that's it. So yeah, let's see what we can see in there. Maybe, ooh, wow, I'm amazed I didn't have more problems. Watch this on the counter here. Oh, there's water, I didn't want to see that, but there is a pile of rust in there. Oh crap, I'm losing all my water. Stop! Stop! Water and a lot of calcium and lime and stuff built up in there. Wow, that's pretty grimy. Ugh, a lot of rust though, eh? It's all out of the inside of that thing. So I bet you before long I probably would have had a, what do they call that, perforation? A perforation into the tank. So, but that's, pardon me, all stuff from the water, hardness of the water. Ugh, that's pretty grimy stuff in there. And then just rust. Rust out of the burner. Oh well, there we go. Well, there's that gas valve again. That's probably the most expensive part in this whole unit, actually. If you had to replace that, as you know, it's got some solenoid things here. You guys that open and the gas starts flowing through, right? And there should be, I think, some kind of sensor there that if it didn't light, it would turn it off again within so many seconds or whatever. That's probably an expensive part right there, and it worked fine. There was nothing wrong with it. So you just hook your line up to this, and then of course to your burner, which probably we should keep. That's the burner. That just hooked, screwed into there. Kind of thing. So that's actually probably a pretty expensive part right there, I would think. So yeah, I don't know what wire this was now. There's only one that was coming off it. I guess that's a, what do they call it, a signal wire or something. When it fires electricity, that it opens up the valve there, I guess, and then starts to flow. So yeah, but this thing's still freaking hot. I can handle that now. It's actually not too bad now. So that's still working, I guess. So crazy as it is, still working. And I lost the other screw. Probably threw it out. Oh well, not like I really need it anyways. So it's not much good to me anymore. So there we go. That was a pretty good disassembly. Actually, come apart pretty much better than I thought it would. And found out that was fine in the end. So, but I guess the other thing has to do with some of the control of this, or you know, this thing would be on all the time, right? And basically it would explode, so there must have been some kind of sensor in the tank. When it got up to a certain temperature, it would send back to that little box, and then this would send and then shut this off, right? Kill the power to that. So, but anyways, found out must be something wrong in that box. But like I was saying, I don't need that part of it, so we're just using the 12 volt side, and that's it. So should be good. But there we go. Well, finish off today. We got a letter from Minneapolis, Minnesota. One place I'd actually really like to go visit. Haven't made her yet though. But anyways, this is from Big Jim 85. And I don't often see paper that color. That's kind of cool. I don't even know if, I guess we could get it here. Well, I don't know. But anyways, what's Jim saying? To Bill. The box I am sending you, I saw where your coffee had dumped on the floor of your shop. Coffee is important, so hope one will work for coffee. Other one, well, John Deere had to send it. Jim had sent me these the other day from Minnesota. So he sent an extra letter here for me to explain these. So there's the one there that, you know, if you spill it, or drop it, it's sealed, right? Sweet. I still have yet to use them. I haven't taken them home yet. I shall though. So we're over here. So the box I'm sending you saw where your coffee had dumped on the floor of your shop. Coffee is important, so I hope one will work for coffee. Other one, well, John Deere had to send it. Sweet, thanks, Jim. I had to send it. While I was in Minnesota, 1 pound 11 ounce is $15.50 to send. That's crazy. By small post office tried to keep the cost down for me, but all in all, I wanted to send them. That's ridiculous, eh? Frickin' the mail guys, snail mailing guys, we'll call them. Snail mailing guys are just totally screwing themselves, you know, for, you know, they're getting so greedy, it seems, trying to up in prices and stuff and everything for even just sending like a letter now. It's ridiculous. Like, come on. Like, this one doesn't really say how much it was to send the letter, but ours I think is 85 cents now, if it's not more than that, maybe 87. It's stupid. But anyways, my small post office tried to keep the cost down for me, but all in all, I wanted to send them. I've been watching your videos for some time now and understand how crazy busy you are. Oh, it's actually slowed down a little bit now, thank frickin' goodness, as I was going mental, I'm telling you, holy. I have some of my sand toys I made on my Kubota channel, Big Jim 85. I also have my own place, my 317 John Deere with snowblower and cab. Oh, that'd be nice. And my 420 John Deere with loader and cab. Oh, that'd be nice again. Both have live 3-point hitch. Are handy to have. I'm also a farm sim guy too. Big Jim 85. Thanks, Jim, for sending that. And he also gave me permission here to put this on the video today. So that is awesome. That's actually going to be really handy for winter time, especially if I go out, you know, plowing or whatever. I can fill up the dewey with something warm and away you go. So I shall put that back in there for now. But thank you very much again for sending those to me. Anyhow, I got some neat footage for you guys coming up on the last part today here. I had a guy in today doing some concrete for another monument company that's not really around from here, but he does them for them, so he came down and did one. He actually did the concrete for the big Veterans Monument way at the back there, and I got some footage of his rig today, and holy frig, it's nice. One man, one guy. Kubota tractor, a little dumpy sort of trailer. So he digs the graves and then, or the hole for the monument, and then into the trailer, and then he just hooks that up, takes away, dumps it, and his truck for mixing. Probably nothing like you guys have ever seen before. I think he's maybe just leaving now. Yeah, he's just coming down here. Wait until you see this machine mix. Oh, it is frickin' cool. I'll get him as he's coming out here again too. It is a awesome machine he's got on the back of this big Peterbilt truck here. So that's all sand and gravel and then cement on the back hopper, and then that little thing here, it all mixes in that, what do you call it, augury thing that augers it up like a rubber belt thing underneath, and it all mixes, so it all dumps in dry. Water gets poured in there and it all mixes it, and out the chute she goes, the cement out the other end. It's freaking awesome. And he's got a really cool thing he puts on the front of his tractor on the skid steer mount hitch here, and it's like a bucket, but it's angled like a funnel, and he's got a power hydraulic lifter that he just goes and then like he mixes it all into that bucket thing, and he drives that over and dumps her in. It's got a little vibrator on the back to so it actually all comes out. Pretty slick. He says he can do 10 monument holes, foundations in one day. It is frickin' awesome. So I got some iPhone video footage of him doing that and then driving over to the hole and then dumping her in. So you'll see that at the end today, which is actually probably going to be fairly soon. Because this battery's almost dead, and so am I. I'm almost dead. I need to go home. I've had a long day. And wow, didn't really do much today, but it's been a long day. So what did I do today? I cut a bunch of grass before he got here. He got here and helped him for quite a bit. Didn't really do anything, but you know, lining things up and making sure it's in the right spot. And he is pretty much a one-man gang, so you know, I helped him where I could and stuff, but didn't really have to do much because he's got her down bang pat, you know. So and then had a cremation funeral in the niche over here at 2 o'clock today. So that is a day. Unfortunately, that's it. So anyways, enjoy that footage on the end here. I'll have to, it's not going to be super really good quality because it's just off my iPhone, but it's pretty cool. It makes lots of funny weird noises and sounds like something, if you know, from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory stuff. Weird noises and things whistling and popping. It's really weird. but freaking expensive. I think he's got almost 200,000 just for the mixing unit on the back. Then he had to put it on a truck too, so cost him a lot of money. But man, if you can do 10 foundations a day at $400 a pop, do the math. That adds up pretty quick. Times, he wouldn't do that every day, mind you. He wouldn't be doing 10 a day, but he's probably doing maybe 20 a month, maybe ish and around there. I never asked him his numbers, but he says, yeah, I can do up to 10 a day with this, no problem. I'm like, holy cow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So he likes to, he said he likes to do it in groups, so he'll get a place that's got 8 or 10 to do, and he'll come and do them all in one day when I'm done, you know. So that's, I kind of like that idea, because our guys that normally come here are, geez, they're here like every freaking week for a couple of days, it seems. They're here all the time, you know. I almost kind of wondered if they had anything to do anywhere else, because they're always here. But anyways, that's the way they work at it. So but yeah, so enjoy that footage. Better rock on here. This is, yeah, it's just about toast, so we'll maybe say good day on the way up to the house there, and then go from there. Anywho, that's it for today. Enjoy the video part coming up here of the cement mixing guy thingy machine. Man, there's a lot of money sitting on that truck, let me tell you. But he won't be probably too long paying for it if he can do like 10 in a day, I think he said. So that's pretty good. For one guy by himself, that's pretty darn good, let me say. But anyways, catch you later. Have a good day. Thanks again for watching. And tomorrow, I don't know what we're going to be doing. I'm not too sure. So yeah, sorry I didn't get to the engines today, but ran out of time again. And I figured there was probably enough content for you for one day here. So when we add this little bit on the end, that'll be pretty good. So, but anyways, thanks again for watching. Have a good day. Maybe tomorrow we'll start engines and go from there. Anyways, catch you later.